Hey, my name is Wildzilla, and today we're taking a look at the Studio Series 105 Transformers Rise of the Beasts Mirage. Now, before I get into the review, I know I said I was going to review the SH Monster Godzilla 2002 next, but then I remembered in my Hiya Toys Godzilla review, or Godzilla Heat Ray review, I teased this guy as the next review, so Godzilla will be next. So a little background on this character. In Transformers Rise of the Beast, Mirage was the funny, goofy kid character. Kinda just like his yellow teammate. Because in the G1 cartoon, and kind of in the Bumblebee movie, Bumblebee was kinda the goofy kid character. But we're not here to talk about Bumblebee today. So anyway, Mirage was the young character in the movie, as I said earlier. And just like Bumblebee, he adopts a human friend and grows really fond of him. But anyway, on to the actual review. The painting and sculpting on the Mirage is pretty good. For the amount of kibble that's on this guy, the detail is really nice. Especially on some of the transparent parts on Mirage. If you go from a distance, they're kind of hard to catch on first glance, depending on the lighting. His detail is just spread very nicely. And, his belly button. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to unsee that now. And then by looking at the door, if you can read, Porsche. And if you put the pieces together, you big dumb idiot, you will figure out that he's an officially licensed Porsche. That's why his alt mode is a Porsche 911. We'll get into that later. And on the topic of the licensing, they tried to make the car look a lot better. Because, I mean, come on, he's practically the Kibble King. But out of all the Autobots, Studio Series at least, he has the most kibble. Which is very annoying because in the movie, Mirage is very flexible. And he just moves, like, a lot. And seeing this backpack and stuff limiting the posability, it's just... But the robot mode still isn't the worst. And that face sculpt is full of life. You can point out where his nose and mouth and all that is. But you may be telling me, if we move Mirage a little bit, you can see on the box, he has a battle mask. So the thing is with this particular box, the CG renders are based off concept art. And I really do like the battle mask, it looks cool. And I'm honestly glad they didn't go with another figure that has a battle mask. Cause I mean, come on. Anyway, let's get into his one and only accessory. He has an arm cannon, and it's pretty easy to install. All you gotta do is just slide it in his hand. The cannon itself even has some nice sculpting. Sadly, he doesn't have two arm cannons to recreate the, oh, they can fly now pose. But one's fine, probably would have costed about $5 more. But anyway, let's get into his posability. He has a ball joint at the head. He can look up that far, and then look down, not at all. He can move side to side. Arms can move out. Shoulders are on a ball joint and a hinge joint, which is really nice. Biceps swivel. Bend at the elbow. A wrist swivel. A very limited waist swivel. His legs can kick up that far and kick back about that far. A fairly limited knee bend. This door does get in the way of that. And a ball joint at the ankle? I love this. Because he has a pretty decent pivot. But yeah, posability on this figure is pretty good. Considering he has all this nonsense, the posability is pretty good. Now, let's get into his transformation. This is a step that comes in later, but just do it now. It's like really easy. If you see that the arms are angled, that's fine because they're supposed to be like that. All you gotta do is make sure that this part is lined up with the wheel wheel so then you can fold it down. While you're trying to fold the wheel down, if you notice it's not fully smoothly tabbing in, what you can do is you can untab that and then line it up, align this peg up with the headlight. Then you're going to want to extend the waist. The instructions don't tell you to do this, but you're going to want to extend the waist enough because this next part is it just makes it easier. But while you extend it, you're going to want to make sure that this front part of the crotch comes to right here. Kind of like how it is now. I also forgot to mention that you should also swivel these out of the way. You will have to connect these later, but it just makes the leg section easier. Getting all these tabs and stuff lined up is really annoying, but it's super satisfying. After a very tedious transformation, his Porsche mode is amazing. Sure, you could argue there's a lot of seam lines and the transparent windows to look at all this kibble. The seam lines don't bother me too much. Sure, the transparent plastic is annoying, but if you're arguing about transparent windows, you should also argue at the Transformers Last Night barricade figure. Oh wait, people already did. Either way, this is an extremely screen-accurate car. I really like it, and again, the officially licensed Porsche. Definitely one of my favorite car modes. Like, ever, honestly. I would even compare it next to SS38's truck mode. But the illusion is really easily broken when you flip it over. Now, I know no one's gonna show you all of this, but whatever. The detail on this car mode is very plain, but it's all it needs to be. The wheels are sculpted nicely, and he rolls. Yeah. Even the Autobot logo is printed to perfection. But there's not really much to talk about on the car mode. It looks really nice. Again, the transparent windows are annoying, but let's get them into robot mode and do some size comparisons. Alright, size comparison time. Here he is next to the Studio Series Gamer Edition War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. His box, Diamond Select Toys Kaiju Drone, NECA Toys Cherno Alpha, and now for the last comparison, here is every single Studio Series Rise of the Beast figure that I have. And my god, do all the Autobots look amazing together. All I'm missing is Studio Series Wheeljack, but he'll be coming out soon. But yeah, that was my review on the Studio Series 105 Transformers Rise of the Beast Mirage. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, leave a like, consider subscribing, and comment. Also, remember my Discord server, you should join up, and yeah. But with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, I got a lot of stuff to put away. But anyway, next review. Last review was Godzilla. This review was Transformers. So, Godzilla again.